We've got more from AOC, and I apologize in advance, but this is actually super interesting. She went on CNN this weekend, and Dana Bash, love that name, Dana Bash, because watching CNN, it's like being bashed in the head. Dana Bash asked her if she was going to support Biden in 2024.
I just want to ask about President Biden. He is saying he's going to run again in 2024. Will you support him?
You know, if the president chooses to run again in 2024, I mean, first of all, I'm focused on winning this majority right now and preserving a majority this year in 2022. So we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But I think if the president has a vision, then that's something certainly we're all willing to entertain and examine when the time comes.
That's not a yes.
Yeah, you know, I think we should endorse when we get to it. But I believe that the president has been doing a very good job so far. And, you know, should he run again, I think that I think it's we'll take a look at it.
Okay.
But right now we need to focus on winning a majority instead of a presidential election.
Man, one of the people that like examines body language and everything would have a field day with that. The way she's shaking her no as she's saying yes, where she laughs, all of those things. But there's a few interesting things about what happens right there. Now, first off, remember when they handed Biden, when they made all the backdoor deals and they handed Biden the nomination, which is exactly what they did, right? Let's not pretend that it was anything other than that. All the competition dropped out on Super Tuesday. They promised Gay Pete a job. They did all of those things, right? It's just obvious. The machine wanted Biden. He was the easiest one that they could let in. Okay, so be it. But when they did that, what the mainstream media and what most of my somewhat sane liberal friends or what most centrists said was Biden would not be the crazy leftist. That was the whole idea of the Biden campaign. He's not the socialist lunatic Bernie. He's not a woke crazy person. He's an old Democrat, and things will get back to old Democrat ways. It'll be sort of like a Bill Clinton kind of thing. You know, he's just Joe Biden. He's sort of nothing, but nothing's better than the socialists. Well, Biden has governed like a far left lunatic. Now, obviously, Biden is not in charge. Who's in charge? I'm not quite sure. I'm pretty sure it was Barack Obama in the Easter Bunny outfit a couple weeks ago. But he has governed as a woke leftist. He has tried to destroy the economy, inflation, gas prices, disastrous withdrawal in Afghanistan. We can go through all of the things, right? You know all of the things. Try to buy a couch, see what happens. I tried to buy a stool yesterday, an outdoor stool for a bar. And I bought it, the same exact stool that I was buying, that I bought last year was $79. It's now $139. That tells you everything. Anyway, the Biden thing's a disaster. But what AOC is saying there is really what she's saying. The subtext is, even though he's given us everything we want, basically, yes, he didn't get rid of, college. He didn't blow away college loans and all that kind of thing. But he's pretty much done everything as a crazy leftist. But he's not good enough for us. And I guarantee you, mark my words right now, one of you write this down, what Dave Rubin said it. The thing that comes after Biden in the Democrat Party is going to be so much worse. Because in some ways, he was the last line of relative sanity with these people. It hasn't acted as sanity, but it was the last moment that the Democrats would pretend to be sane. The next thing that comes after him, which will be pushed in by AOC when she stabs Biden in the back and they get rid of, even though Pelosi's bananas leftist now and Schumer, these people who weren't their whole careers like completely insane, when they stab all of them, then they will finally burst forth and be what they are. Remember, they pretended to be Democrat socialists for years. They don't even say that anymore. They say that they are socialists now. There is a major socialist movement in this country, and they have plenty of blue check Twitter accounts on our capitalist Twitter. But it's interesting because she's basically saying it. She's saying in a weird way what we know to be true, which is that they're going to destroy Biden. I don't even know that Biden is going to make it, right? I mean, they should have 25th Amendmented him already. The guy cognitively obviously is not there. We all know all of these things.